Hey ladies, and welcome back to my channel. Dietitian Teresa here and certified personal trainer. I'm coming at you with a video today just talking about blood sugar stability and how focusing on a nutrition and lifestyle to help balance your blood sugars can actually lead to better fat loss results for the long term and to just help you kickstart yourself into your fat loss journey. Just by focusing on a lifestyle nutrition based practices that really support stabilizing your blood sugars throughout the day and getting off that blood sugar roller coaster that many of us can get on if you've had a past of yo-yo dieting, extreme fasting regimens, or just kind of coming from a background of not knowing a lot about nutrition itself. My nutrition approach is to teach you how to eat, not just solely on what to eat, when to eat at the exact time. So I want to teach you how you can build meals to stabilize your blood sugars, but also there's a couple other areas in your lifestyle that you can work on to help with that blood sugar stability as well. Now, if you've struggled with your own fat loss journey, doing it on your own, no matter how much more exercise you're doing or how little you are eating, or even maybe in the past you've lost weight but have not been able to keep it off long term, focusing on a lifestyle nutrition regimen routine to help create more stabilized blood sugars throughout the day is that key to that long-term effect that we're all after. I want you to really dial into today's video, get out a notebook, have your notes available, because I will be sharing my nutrition strategy to help you reach your fat loss goals, build a stronger, leaner body, and developing lifelong skills to keep that weight off for good. Like I said before, there are a lot of different nutrition and lifestyle changes you can make to help stabilize your blood sugars and optimize your metabolism and finally start losing fat on your body. In today's video specifically, I am going to go over 3 areas that I believe take priority, all of which can be very simple yet very effective to help you achieve that fat loss goal when you do these things consistently over a period of time. And these 3 areas are sleep, nutrition, and exercise. Throw in a bonus topic of how stabilizing your blood sugars through those 3 top priorities that we're going to go through can really help with your female reproductive hormones, especially if you're a woman in your 30s and 40s. You might be noticing some hormonal changes and some stubborn weight gain, especially around the abdominal area. Just tune in for that hormone section at the end of today's video. Before we dive in, I do want to say that I do have a free meal planner for fat loss in the description as another tool in your toolbox, in addition to today's video, to kind of help kickstart your journey on your fat loss journey. Again, even going into holiday season. So check it out if you want. I just had to throw that in there so you know that's available to you. And it's a free resource, so why not? With all that being said, let's hop on into today's video. Now, first I want to make sure you understand what I mean by blood sugars. So blood sugar is the amount of sugar in your blood. Your body gets sugar from the food you eat, especially from things like rice, fruit, candy, breads. That's where we get the sugar from. This sugar is like fuel for your body. It gives you energy to move, think, and play around. I want you to think that your body has these helpers that manage the sugar in your bloodstream. So we have the pancreas, which is like a manager of some sort in your body. It makes something called insulin, which helps move extra sugar out of the blood and stores it in your liver. Your liver saves it for later, so that sugar that was stored there saves it for later, kind of like a sugar pantry per se. So if your body needs more sugar, like when you're hungry or exercising or just doing day-to-day life activities, another helper called glucagon tells your liver to release some of the stored sugar back into your bloodstream. Now, when your body works well and your blood sugars are stabilized, this system keeps your blood sugars just right. Not too high, not too low. You can run into issues when your body doesn't make enough insulin, so sugar stays in your blood instead of going where it's actually needed. Another thing is your body doesn't use insulin well anymore, so the pancreas has to work extra hard, which when we think about those couple of examples there, that means there's a little bit more stress than we would like on your body that really doesn't necessarily need to be there. And over time, your pancreas might get too tired to keep up, and your blood sugars can become too high over time. And when that happens over a long period of time, then we run into like issues like, okay, you're hitting that afternoon crash every day. You might notice your hunger levels are crazy or out of whack. Sometimes people get very ravenous, but sometimes people lose their appetite. Your menstrual cycles can become irregular. Your workouts aren't as well. Your muscle building potential isn't as high as it could be. Also irritability, nausea, like being nauseous in the morning can be a sign of a blood sugar imbalance. So there's just a lot of different things, but I wanted to make sure you understood how it actually works in your body before I go into the sleep, nutrition, and exercise portion. So now that you know what blood glucose is, how it works in your body, I want to go into laying the foundation here, which is your sleep. So I'm starting here because this is what I think truly lays a very solid foundation. I don't want my clients or myself building your health and fitness journey on a rocky foundation. And so if your sleep is not there, that's where I want to start, because I'll tell you here in a second that you master your sleep, you can crush your health and fitness goals in a way that seems a way more simple and sometimes an easier process than if you were trying to crush your health and fitness goals lacking that sleep. Here's why I say that. When you don't get enough sleep, it makes it harder for your body to lose fat. And I will go into that right now. Lack of sleep messes with the hormones that control your hunger. So it makes your body want more food, so it increases your hunger hormone, ghrelin, and then it decreases your satisfaction hormone or satisfaction hunger hormone, leptin, which when we have that lack of sleep, ghrelin increases and we likely crave more sugary, very comforting, high sodium, like fast foods on those days. And that can be another thing of like, oh, sleep wasn't there that night. Another effect is lack of sleep is when you're tired, you're less likely to want to exercise, right? You're move around, which burns fewer calories throughout the day naturally. So if you're tired, you're just naturally not going to have the energy to move more, which we are wanting in a fat loss journey. Poor sleep is, I like to think of like you're pouring into your stress bucket. So poor sleep, pour into the stress bucket in your body, which makes your body, when we're producing excess cortisol in our bodies for a long period of time, our body starts switching to just storing the fat instead of burning it, because it's like, hey, I'm stressed out. My cortisol bucket is like overflowing right now. So I need to keep this fat on my body for survival in a way. But again, keep in mind that happens over a longer period of time. Another thing that poor sleep can affect is your metabolism. Poor sleep actually reduces your body's ability to recover well from your workouts and really help you build muscle in your fat loss journey. When that happens is like we're not burning energy as efficiently as we can. So without enough sleep, your body doesn't work as well. That's just what it comes down to. So getting good sleep is like giving your body a chance to reset, recover, and work its best for your fat loss journey while feeling good, feeling energized, and thriving throughout the process. Now that you know a little bit about sleep as the foundation, I want to move into nutrition. And nutrition is what helps keep your blood sugar levels steady by giving your body the right types of food at the right times. And here's how you can do that. Here I have like a balance plate method that I like using for clients. I used in my fat loss journey as well. It's just a very simplified version. Instead of trying to make 1,000 different changes, I want you to start here. with this balanced plate method and not stress too much about it. Especially going to the holiday season, you can use this and you can refer to it at the holiday party and be like, how can I build my meal according to that plate? But you're not like restricting at all. You're just like strategically placing foods to make you feel full, energized, and fueling your goals for the long term. What I mean by balanced meals is eating meals with a mix of protein, healthy fats, and fiber-rich carbohydrates. So like your veggies, whole grains for your fiber-rich carbs. This really helps keep your blood sugar rise and fall slowly instead of spiking up and down. An example of this, now if you were to have, let's say, 2 cups of rice with only 2 ounces of chicken and maybe a couple of green beans on your plate. Let's just say, keep it simple like that. Your blood sugars are likely gonna go woo and then fall because it doesn't have enough protein, fiber, or fats to keep your blood sugar stable. Whereas if you were to have just a cup of cooked rice, but then you put on 4 to 5 ounces of chicken breast, and then you put on a whole cup of green beans, and then maybe you add some heart-healthy fats like a half of an avocado on there for that balance, and then you go for protein, the fiber, and then the carbs, your blood sugars are gonna slowly rise and they're gonna last you for hours, and then they're gonna slowly fall. So you're not hitting this like, holy cow, I'm on this like energy surge, and then you drop down 2-3 p.m. hits and you're like, oh gosh, I need like the caffeine, I need the candy or something like that. Paired with this balanced meal method is regular eating schedule. Trying your best. Now, when I teach clients to go through a fat loss journey, I'm teaching you how to eat, not just like what can you take away so you can eat as little as possible. No, my goal is for you to like have an end goal of like, you're eating more food than you ever thought was possible, but you're still seeing changes. Your energy is thriving, your hormones are thriving. Keeping that regular eating schedule, so eating meals and snacks every few hours. I would say everybody's different. Does it have to be every 2 hours? No, I would say from about 4 hours or so, give or take, to keep your blood sugar steady from getting too low or getting too high throughout the day. To add on to regular eating, the balanced plate method, try to reduce consumption of a lot of that added sugar. I'm not talking about total sugars like in milk, fruit, things like that. I'm talking about added sugars. Those ultra processed sugary foods and drinks, so like sodas, teas, juices, can really make your blood sugar rise rapidly and then fall pretty quickly and leaving you tired and hungry again. So trying your best to balance that out. If you know you're going to have an office party for the holidays and you're like, okay, there's gonna be lots of treats there. Don't skip breakfast, don't skip lunch. Make sure you have that balanced plate method there, and then you can have the cookie, the pie, the cake, whatever it is, and you've paired it with proteins, fats, and fiber around it, so your blood sugars aren't gonna fall or rise so rapidly. Fourth thing here I would have to say is choosing nourishing carbohydrate sources. Carbs in forms of the whole food. So like your fruits, beans, whole grains, like oats, like organic rolled oats, or rice is fine when paired with protein and some other fiber source. But these really help, those high fiber carb sources help release the sugars slowly into your blood, which keeps it steady. Again, and eating smart and eating in this method keeps your blood sugars balanced throughout the day, helping you feel energized and feeling strong and not hitting these mood swings or crashes throughout the day. Now that we got nutrition done, I want to go into exercise. Now, exercise in a form of just increasing your daily movement can help. And a tip before I go into like the strength training is that After your meals, even if it's after lunch and dinner meals, taking 5 to 10 minutes to stay up and moving has been shown to really help stabilize your blood sugars after that meal. So let's say you have a large lunch meal in the middle of the day. Can you take 5 minutes just to kind of walk around the office, walk around the block, something like that, to kind of help your blood sugars stabilize for a longer period of time after you're eating? And that can also help increase your movement throughout the day too. At housework can be something, or go do the dishes, go do some loads of laundry after you eat. Don't just eat and then sit for the rest of the day. So now moving into strength training, and that is like my main focus for helping stabilize blood sugars. Regular consistent strength training can actually help your body utilize and store sugar much better. And here's how that happens. When you lift weights or do consistent strength training, your muscles use sugar from your blood for energy, which helps lower blood sugar levels. Is when we're using up the sugar in our bloodstream. So in the process of fat loss, it's kind of like a recomp phase of like, you need to build some lean muscle tissue as well and more muscle means that your body has a bigger storage space for sugar per se, keeping your blood sugar levels steady. And strength training also helps improve that insulin sensitivity. So it makes your body more responsive to insulin. Insulin is the hormone that helps move sugar from your blood into your cells. So sugar isn't just rapidly increasing your blood sugar levels. The muscle, your strength training helps utilize it for the energy to help build the muscle, and then therefore can help your body like build strength, build muscle, lose fat way more efficiently in the long run. Now that we've talked about sleep, nutrition, and exercise, I want to give you an additional bonus tip of the hormonal impact on consistently practicing those things. Think about the hormonal aspect as like that domino effect. So you have master your sleep, nutrition, exercise, you eventually have all three of those things going for you. We're going to start seeing some positive hormonal impacts from that. And this is because when we focus on those main priorities there to help stabilize your blood sugar, this helps your body work better, helps your hormones work better, in a way that stable blood sugars means your body doesn't have to release too much of your stress hormone, which is called cortisol. High cortisol can really mess with other hormones, like those that control your monthly cycle, and whether that be a shorter bleed, a longer bleed, less PMS symptoms, things like that. When we have high circulating cortisol, we might notice more severe PMS or like longer, more painful periods. Now, when blood sugars are steady, your body can better manage those important hormones like estrogen, progesterone, which are key for regular periods and for fertility, healthy fertility. And it also helps moves into supporting ovulation. So if your blood sugar is on this blood sugar roller coaster, too high, too low, every day for a long period of time, it can affect how your body ovulates and releases an egg every month during your cycle. Now, that might be a lot of information right there, but it is how it works. When you focus just on come back to basics, don't try to do crazy supplement routines at first. If you have really dedicated at least 4 to 6 months to be very consistent with these three: nutrition, sleep, and exercise, it would be a profound impact, on your hormonal system. So remember, by keeping your blood sugar steady with the regular meals, balanced meals, strength training, and proper sleep, this really helps your reproductive hormones in a very healthy way. So now that we have covered all of those aspects, I want to give you some idea on how can you apply this into your real life. You're probably busy, you're probably working a career, maybe you have littles and you still have fat loss goals, holidays are here as I'm making this video. So a sleep improvement tip: just start by creating a nighttime wind down routine. Set a bedtime routine that includes turning off screens about an hour before bedtime, dimming the lights down low, reading or journaling to relax, or taking a hot bath, hot shower, doing some stretching, something like that before bed. Doesn't have to be 30 minutes. It could be a 10-minute routine too in the beginning. I'm all about strength training here, and if you can, is utilize your body weight or dumbbells you have at home, or even milk jugs, anything that you have for like some resistance, 2 to 3 sessions per week, at minimum 20 minutes at home or in the gym if you have access to that. Focus on workouts that include like squats, push-ups, dumbbell exercises, lunges, push press, like things like that that work your muscles. And you can actually check out my Instagram page at Dietitian Teresa for ideas on at-home workouts. I have like a 25-day workout challenge for Christmas going on right now, so you could get a lot of ideas from there too, and just do those. But start with 2 to 3 times a week. Doesn't have to be every day for that exercise in the beginning, especially with the busy time right now. Moving on to nutrition, a tip for breakfast would be start with a protein and fiber-rich breakfast. All right, so this could be like a quick smoothie. Make sure you could use Greek yogurt, you could use a high-quality protein powder, and then you use throw in some extra fiber from spinach, butternut squash. Use like a 2% milk or a plant-based milk if you can't tolerate dairy right now, and then like a cup of frozen berries, and boom, you got it. Add in a tablespoon of peanut butter or nut butter of choice for your fats. There you go. You got that. Lunch could be a very simple, balanced meal. Some grilled chicken tenders and a cup of cooked quinoa, and then like doing 2 cups of roasted broccoli. I don't know, something like that. That's a combination. And using like the oil you cooked for the fat source in that meal. Dinner could be like a sheet pan meal. Baked salmon or chicken breast with sweet potatoes and broccoli drizzled with olive oil and added seasonings. Doesn't have to be anything more crazy than that. I know it's super simple. Add the flavor, add what you want there. It's easy to make, family friendly, and even get the kids involved with helping you put all that on the sheet pan. Last thing here I have is the mindset and planning. Plan your meals ahead of time. I know you probably have a 10 to 15 minute chunk out of your Sunday to think about what ingredients can you batch cook and prep for the week. This right here is in that free guide below in the description, so don't miss out on it. Like, why not just have it tried out? If it works for you, great. You got what you need right there in that free meal planner for fat loss down in the description below. So check it out if you want. Now, to wrap up today's video, I hope you walk away with some tangible tips to help kickstart your fat loss journey, even into this busy holiday season. I want you to really take what you need, leave what you don't from this video here today. But remember that keep it absolutely so simple. Keep it so simple, because when it comes down to things in my approach, I want to teach you how to eat. And this, working on a way of eating, moving, and sleeping in a way to help stabilize your blood sugars, that sets you up for life. That sets you up for long-term success. So I hope you try some of the tips in today's video. If you want to leave a comment below on any topics or videos that you would like to see, I would love to make a video on that. Hopefully you take away something from this and have the best week. Stay strong, stay nourished, and I will see you in the next one.